What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and today I want to talk about some rumors and some reports from insiders, which we've had a lot of in the Star Wars landscape over the past several months in regards to whether it be Rise of Skywalker, Mandalorian, Kenobi, whatever it is. This one, I feel like I'm going to be like Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, trying to piece together these little strings. But I do want to go over the two articles that have to do with it before I go over some posts on message boards and maybe try to string some things together. But it's really interesting. But I wanted to get that out of the way. Complete rumors, speculation. Here, report. Mandalorian Season 2 to feature several familiar Star Wars characters. Mandalorian Season 1 only just finished, and already all attention shifted to the Disney Plus series. Recently, series creator Jon Favreau teased Star Wars show's second season with some new artwork, with the subsequent new reports suggesting Mandalorian Season 2 will feature established characters from the main Star Wars film. And then it talks about this deadline report, so I wanted to go right to it. That is the post they're talking about with the Gamorrean that Jon Favreau posted. And then here... insiders have hinted that several established characters from the Skywalker saga's feature film's mythology will make appearances during the show's sophomore season. So this report originally does come from Deadline, which is why I wanted to show that. The first season of Mandalorian, which is comprised of 8 episodes, brought brand new characters to the universe. However, there's one mysterious character who's yet to be fully revealed, a character fans are already theorizing about. And we saw that at the end of episode 5. There was a character. We never found out who that character was throughout the rest of the season. Still unknown. People are still theorizing. We talked about maybe Moff Gideon, maybe Boba Fett, you know, things like that. That's all out there, but we never found out. So this is from The Mandalorian right here. Let's take a listen. There you go. So that's the thing that people are talking about. Now, as you can hear, he clearly has spurs. He does have a cape, so that's why people are saying it. Let's take a look, just so you can get a good comparison. Let's listen here.
Join us. He's no good to me dead.
He will not be permanently damaged.
There it is. So you can clearly hear those spurs that they're talking about. Therefore, it's possible Season 2 will reveal the unseen character as someone we've already seen in the movies. Moreover, given the fact Mandalorian takes place only a few years after Return of the Jedi, most of the familiar faces that will reportedly pop up likely have ties to the original trilogy. Now, like I said, that's based on that report. Deadline has their insiders that are telling them that. A while ago, a couple days ago, there was a post on a message board, and I do want to talk about it, by an anonymous person on, I think this was 4chan originally. This is an archived page of it. But these are full of misspellings and things like that. It's tenuous at best. But with connection to those reports, I do think it's interesting to take a look at it. So I want to go through what he says. Or she. Insider here. They start, it's reliable when they start with insider here. Season 2 story will be about this. Mando will go to new planets, but we will get to see Kamino, Coruscant, and Naboo. He misspelled Coruscant. Kamino, that would definitely make sense if we went to Kamino, because, we've talked about what exactly they wanted to do with the child. They were definitely taking samples. Did they want to clone him? The guy had on a jacket that looked like it had the symbol for the cloners at Kamino. So that makes sense. Coruscant, yeah, it makes sense that you would go there. And Naboo, who knows what they might want on Naboo. They have talked about Gungans already in Season 1, in Episode 6, I believe. Moff Gideon will die halfway through the season for a brand new villain, which is revealed to be the real leader, a Force-sensitive dark side user. Luke Skywalker will be mentioned. So it won't appear, but will be mentioned. Again, 5 years after Return of the Jedi, I would have to imagine that a lot of the galaxy does know who Luke Skywalker is. This new villain will be a Ren Knight, so a Knight of Ren. He will be an old Mandalorian who chooses darkness. Again, a lot of grammar errors in this. take this with a grain of salt. But that makes sense. A Force-sensitive dark side user. We found out in the Rise of Skywalker Visual Dictionary. Knights of Ren. The group was once commanded by a vicious leader known only as Ren, Kylo Ren's inheritor of his knights. The knights are Force-sensitive, but to a stunted degree. In past generations, they would have been perfect stock to become Imperial Inquisitors if they could be tamed. So we do have it in Star Wars canon that the Knights of Ren are Force-sensitive. So even though they got their butts kicked, in the Rise of Skywalker, they are Force-sensitive. The report says dark side user, Knight of Ren. Baby Yoda will have a name. We will see his origins in this season. That lines up with what some other people have said. Some other people have leaked from Season 2 that there are multiple Baby Yoda puppets that will be seen at the same time, that we will likely see his species, like more of his species. A Twi'lek will join Mando. Not a big leak there. The Knight of Ren will use Luke's blue lightsaber, which he found on Bespin, and will probably sell it to Maz or something. Boba Fett will show up as alive. So here's where we're talking about the characters that will show up. Sabine Wren from Rebels 2. Sabine Wren would not shock me in the least. Neither would Boba Fett, honestly. But Sabine Wren wouldn't shock me in the least because Dave Filoni is involved. We know Dave Filoni really would like to see one of his characters hit the big screen like that. He would, hit the screen in live action. He would love that. Mando will use the Darksaber eventually, and the season will even go to Mandalore ruins. KOTOR references will be there. KOTOR references. Episodes will be a little longer. Another Tatooine episode is coming. Hutts will show up. Yay, more nostalgia. All for now. Then this person also says a Dr. Aphra animated series is also coming, and a Rebels sequel series from Filoni. A KOTOR Disney Plus live action series is also coming around 2022. This isn't the video where I'll talk about this, but I will just say that there is also leaks about a KOTOR series. We'll leave it at that. But there have been other leaks completely separate from this one talking about, in much more detail than this, talking about a KOTOR series. Now, the validity of this, I do call it into question. I'm presenting it to you guys because I think it's really interesting. If you're an insider or know something and you misspell Coruscant, I don't know if I'm going to believe you. Although, I have misspelled Coruscant many times. I don't work at Lucasfilm, but I have read the word Coruscant in books like probably thousands of times, and I do still misspell it, so I can see that. But there's other grammar errors and things like that that make me think that maybe this dude is full of crap, is just trolling people. But I do think with these reports, you do kind of have to at least consider it. Several familiar Star Wars characters. Boba Fett, people have been speculating about for forever. Sabine Wren would make sense. A Mandalorian who was in Rebels, in Dave Filoni's Rebels. Totally makes sense that she would show up. And she was one of the last people to be seen with the Darksaber. Obviously, she gave it to Bo-Katan near the end of Rebels. So Bo-Katan had it last, as far as we know, until Moff Gideon got his hands on it. But it's interesting to think that maybe Gideon won't be the big bad all through, maybe just the first couple episodes. Again, just theorizing. But I wanted to show you guys that because it does connect to this Mandalorian Season 2 insider report. Whether this is the same insider, I doubt it. Whether this is accurate, I'll be honest, I kind of doubt it. There's definitely things I can see of that would be true. But it just doesn't feel quite right to me like some of the other leaks have felt right. It feels a little different. But I thought I'd let you guys decide for yourself. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. If you think there's any chance that Sabine Wren and Boba Fett actually do show up in Season 2, if not them, who do you think these insiders are referring to when they say, familiar Star Wars characters? I'm interested to know your theories, know your thoughts. Again, speculation, rumors. That's what this is. Please don't go treating this as hard news. It's just fun to talk about, fun to think about. I want to know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button, share this video out there, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.